also heard from Adam, the CEO of Instagram, with a brand new curator interview with the comedy curator, Hayley. Now, Hayley posted a clip, and they both posted a clip about and talking about why production value matters. And the conversation that they were having was that it should be within your level of authenticity, and is it going to help bridge or move you closer to your end goal, right? Because as I alluded to earlier in the show, there is conversations, or there is realities that people are really striving for authentic people now, because of the flood of Instagram influencers and Facebook influencers and so on, and the creator economy. And I think that for me, the question of production quality is an interesting one, because for me, as someone who runs a video production company and someone who runs a video production service, it's important for me to have high production quality, because that's what I sell. If what you sell is coaching, or if what you sell, like Hayley, is being funny and being yourself, how is that going to help? Is that going to be authentic? Possibly not. If you're not a tech person, then it probably wouldn't be. Her entire role is about being funny, right? Her entire role is that it's very clear that she's created her own content. Specifically, it's very clear that she is creating it on her phone, and that's authentic to her. And it's about how do we increase that relationship with our audience, with our viewers, with our clients, with our consumers potentially that are consuming this brand, not in a salesy, dirty, horrible way, but in a, hey, you can trust me. And that does bridge quite nicely into the how do you build trust with your audience. And it comes back to the love and the passion for the work you do, rather than it always being perceived as you're looking for the brand deal, you're looking for the advertising opportunity, you're looking for the upsell, you're looking for the, hey look, here's my course, hey look, here's my thing, oh look, here's my thing to come and buy it. If you're in business and you're creating business content, yes, you should lead with value. Yes, you should have a percentage of your content that does talk about what you do and help sell that, sure. But actually, a lot of creators are finding that if they just showcase themselves, their passions, their thoughts, their opinions, that they'll naturally rise to the top, because they're going to be more consistent. And there has been a lot of data that shows that they're going to be more consistent with their content. They're going to show up more. And something I'm going to do in a couple of weeks is be very open and transparent how this show numbers are, and sort of talk a little bit about how I go about creating it and etc. like that as well. But that builds into me being authentic, that builds into my core values, that builds into me meaning that I can hopefully be trusted and be perceived as a trust authority. And that's something else they talk about building trust with an audience and being grateful for that audience, and not I guess in some ways audience is not being taken advantage of just because you've done you've got this audience and now you're going to do a load of brand deals. And I was having a private conversation, a personal conversation this week about this as well. We've seen it in the the celebrity world, where someone becomes really, really famous and they do loads of ads and they quote unquote sell out, and they dilute their brand, they dilute the long-term reputation that they have or had, just for those ad wins, those ad paychecks. Now everyone has to do a balance, and everyone has to make money, sure, if this is your full thing and your full income, but at what balance is it? Is it intrusive? Is it intrusive, etc.? And I read a meme the other day that was like, by your ad interrupting the video I'm enjoying, I then hate your product or service, allegedly, right? So that's something to consider and think about how we bring in advertising into content, and how we go about sharing the word and sharing and showcasing what we do when it comes to wanting to get more clients, wanting to get more leads, wanting to get more attention from the right people about our product and service. They also talked about how to deal with negativity. Specifically, the question I guess I would add here is, what negative is it? There's clearly something. If you're getting a huge amount of negative comments that either you've done and that they said they had kind of knocked into or it's hurting your audience in some way. So that might be a psychological thing for them. It might remind them, or there might be an issue there with them. And I think it was Gary Vaynerchuk, but also others who have shared it, where you could and should lead with compassion when you get a hate comment and try to say, well, clearly this person isn't having a very good day, etc. They're going to potentially use you as a vessel to get that anger or that issue or that concern out in that respect as well. But I think as well it's about understanding that you're human, and they did talk about this as well in the Curator clips that I'll link down below, that sometimes you're going to make decisions, sometimes you're going to do things, and you are human, and it's about being honest with those mistakes and saying, look, this I stand by this, I don't stand by this, and I'm going to make mistakes, I'm going to get it wrong sometimes. And I think that's what makes us human. And actually I'd argue, if you are able to navigate those situations well, and you are able to be honest and be 100% transparent with your audience, yeah, you're going to lose a percentage, sure, but actually I think in the long term you'll gain more, because then you become a more trusted source. You're not just a robot who's looking to potentially extract this financial gold mine allegedly from the, YouTube ads or brand deals, etc., or making money on social media. It'll be more about, actually, no, I've built a strong connection with my audience, I've built a strong connection with the community that I've built, and I actually owe them the right answers and the own up to mistakes and being authentic to me and being true to me. And that's something that I've always done, and I hope to continue to do in all the content I do, but also when I run businesses and when I operate and work with clients, etc. It's about helping them understand what's authentic to them, and that might actually alienate a percentage of people. That might alienate potential old clients or clients in general, and that's okay, because it means some people are going to be okay with that, others aren't. And I think that's the key there, and that's some of the takeaways I took from these clips, specifically about also making money, etc. But I will leave them